doing, folks? Oh, look at that. Hey, how about I turn this up and get my mic going here today? How we doing, folks? Welcome to an installment of Dave's Crypto Minutes. We're going to talk all things Bitcoin, cryptography, just kind of what's going on in the news, how everything's evolving, kind of sit here and give you some rundown on the crypto universe. Again, people thought I was crazy. Bitcoin's at, what is it right now? $11,761 a Bitcoin. Guess I was crazy when I was at 100 or 200. It's phony money. It's fake money. Well, it's been said that it is now money. So, well, I'm a little hot on my mic tonight for some reason. I wonder if I turn this off back here, if that actually does anything. Nope, sure doesn't. Anyway, so turn that back on then. I need my fan. Gotta have my fan here to cool me off. I don't think I have an air conditioner or anything in the studio. But welcome tonight. We're gonna go over some news. The fact that there's 1 million Bitcoin wallets now. Bitcoin and killing bug. There's a crypto-friendly U.S. senator, or U.S. Senate has a crypto-friendly SEC commissioner. DeFi platform Compound permissionless price oracle. We'll see about that. It's one that I'm getting into and starting to dabble with a little bit. And Bitcoin's entering a new adoption cycle. So that's kind of a couple things that we're going to be talking about tonight. But for the most part, I'm going to be sitting here talking. Want to call in 419-649-7783. Give me a shout out. Have any questions, or just want to kind of bullshit. That's up to you. I can pretty much do whatever I want. This is my show. Nobody's probably watching, nor do I care. Still gonna sit here and do it. Kind of therapy. It's fun. Get to do something. Not like I don't have a cigarette and a shot. So, I mean, what's the big deal? Sitting in my recording studio, putting on a show for everybody. You like it, you like it. You don't, you don't. But if you like it, please share, comment, get the word out. Maybe I can actually educate some people and get some people on board that are still kind of skeptical over this whole crypto and new age fangled money. And it's not money, folks. It's a barter system. Try to think about that. A form of exchange. It's just a new vessel to pass back and forth exchange of value. So, no different than some of the other ones that are out there. But unlike some, the value is going up and not down, because your US dollar is worthless by the day. What my dollar could buy yesterday probably buys less than that today. I've been in retail long enough. I've seen this over the last 20 years. It's pretty sad. It's pretty sad. Most people think, oh, prices are rising. No, folks. The money you're using to buy said goods is devaluing. The value of that dollar, it can't buy you as much as it used to. That's why people think it's prices, that these goods and services are cost more. Not really. The thing that costs more is maybe labor, but again, that's because the value of our labor, the money I need in exchange for my labor has gone up, because the money you're paying me is becoming toilet paper. That's exactly what it comes down to. So let's get into some prices though here first. I'm gonna bring up good old trusty coin market cap. Bitcoin, like I said, sitting at 11,761, up 1.29%. I mean, Bitcoin doesn't fluctuate as much as it used to. It still does now and then, and you'll still get months and everything else that you're up 20-30%. And again, people are playing it like that. Invest at the beginning of the month, up 30%, sell off, see if it goes back down, and go from there. I mean, that's investment period 101 when it comes to stock markets and stuff like that. XRP and Tether are the only ones down, but they're down 0.23% respectively. That's just because of what they are. Tethered is a dollar. It's tethered to $1 US. So the price of Tether fluctuates maybe 1/1000th of a point up or down, but that's usually about it. So you can chip off a little bit there if you go back and forth, but it's going to be chip, 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 chip. So let's see what else we got. Chainlink is the only one up significantly. It's up 27% over the last 24 hours. Everything else is 1 to 5. Tenzo 10%, which this is one I use, or Tezos. It's kind of like a CD, certificate of deposit. You get interest on the money that you have sitting there, but you get it paid out every 3 days. So instead of having to wait, and you can pull it out, put it in. It's not, like, it works like a CD, except you don't actually have to leave the money there. If you take it off, your reward goes down, or your interest, or whatever you want to call it, it goes down, and like I said, it adjusts automatically. So you have access to those funds without having to jump through hoops or wait a certain time period, but you're still getting the interest and everything else like a certificate of deposit. So and we're into the top 20, and I really don't. I need to learn about these again, go sec and see what's going on, but for the most part, anything outside the top 10. So buying Binance Coin, Bitcoin SV, CoinLink, Bitcoin Cash, XP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, I Litecoin. Those are the ones I mess with. I don't mess with anything under that at all. So let's see here. Did have a fun encounter today, and somebody saying Bitcoin was down. Doesn't look down to me. Yeah, it had a small drop here, but what's that? This is within 24 hours. Right back up. People flip out when it goes that way. Nobody talking. Nope, not even 8 minutes in, and nobody's even watching or anything like that. So that's kind of funny. Let's see here. What one? Let's talk about DeFi on the Ethereum network. Let me pull up my article here. Come on. There she goes. So, what do we got? What do we have here? DeFi platform Compound launches permissionless price oracle. Money market protocol Compound has released its own price oracle as part of its efforts to mitigate to the open price feed, its permissionless upgradable price feed. A price oracle is a third-party decentralized feed that provides the data necessary to carry out smart contracts. Many open finance platforms use price oracles to offer their users different services like merging trading and lending. The protocol has been running testnet developments for the past 10 days, the details of which are available at GitHub. The article I'm reading will be down in the description, so you can, according to the blog post published by Compound on Friday. According to the post, Compound is running an aggregator wherein users can fetch data on reported prices. These prices are available directly from each report via their public APIs. Compounds have also created a continual updated notebook that allows anyone to post the current prices to the chain at any given moment. Compound has also created a price page that allows users to check the current state of the system. According to the post, the information is available on chain. Compound developers, yada yada yada. So pretty much Compound is upgrading. We'll see how that goes. I have kind of started looking into that and see how that goes. So I will keep you guys updated on the coming weeks on Compound. 1 million Bitcoin wallets. Where did I find that one? The number of daily active Bitcoin wallets has peaked to the high not seen since 2018. Bitcoin averaged over 1 million daily active addresses for the first time since January 2018, according to data from Bitcoin analysis firm Glassnode. The metric calculates the number of unique addresses that were active on the network, either a sender or receiver, Only addresses that were active in successful transmissions are counted as per Glassnode. The 1 million average daily mark for active addresses was last seen in the months following Bitcoin's epic price rise to 20,000 in late 2017. The asset was largely written off by mainstream media at the time, but it seems to have staged a comeback. The uptick in addresses coincides with the rise in Bitcoin prices in the past 2 weeks. Meanwhile, a chart from Glassnode shows that two metrics have been largely correlated since 2018, but not prior to that year. So, again, articles in the description, you can read about it. So users, people are using it, kind of like Visa transactions and all that stuff. They wonder about that. So maybe I'll get a Pepsi sponsor one day for my crypto stuff. Big wallets are growing too, which we're going to talk about that here in a little bit also. So yeah, pretty much we've got a lot of users and a lot of wallets right now, which is what needs to happen for it to grow and go, and it needs to be used and done, and everything else. When it stops being used, it stops being valuable, kind of like US money. You stop using it, it's really not worth anything. Fixing the Bitcoin killing bug will eventually require a hard fork. Well, let's see what this one has to say, folks, because I don't know if I fully agree with that one. Let's see if it's going to load even. Maybe. Most of us will be dead by then. Projected to happen in the year 2106, Bitcoin will suddenly stop running based on the code its network of users is running today. Users won't be able to send Bitcoin to others. Miner security. Bitcoin's global network will no longer serve a purpose. Bitcoin will just stop, which is bullshit. The thing will keep running, but there will be no Bitcoin as a reward. It will strictly be the fees that are being used to transmit Bitcoin back and forth. There will be no new Bitcoin created. So them saying that it'll just stop is ridiculous right now, and obviously whoever wrote this. The good news is the bug is easy to fix. It's a problem Bitcoin developers has known about for years, since at least 2012, maybe earlier, according to Bitcoin Core contributor Piao, I can't pronounce his name. To some developers, the Bitcoin bug potential shields light on the limits to Bitcoin decentralization, since the community will all need to join together to fix it. This is a consensus change, but a very simple one, and I hope this will be non-controversial. Blockstream co-founder and engineer told Coinbase in an email. So, hard fork. The change requires what's known as a hard fork, the most demanding method of making a change to the blockchain. Hard forks are tricky in that they're not backwards compatible. They require everyone running a Bitcoin node or miner to upgrade their software. Anyone who doesn't do so will be left behind in a stonewalled version of Bitcoin that's incapable of any activity. While some blockchains such as Ethereum execute hard forks regularly, a hard fork isn't the happiest word in Bitcoin land. The last time a Bitcoin hard fork was attempted, it attracted vicious debate. Several big Bitcoin businesses and miners rallied around the hard fork called Segwit 2x in 2017. The problem is that far from everyone in the community agreeing with the change, so many saw it as an attempt to force the upgrade on the community, which doesn't exactly jibe with Bitcoin ethos of leaderlessness. So again, we got time. It's not like something that has to happen tomorrow for this to keep going. But again, if they look deep into it, it would keep going, because it would only be on the fees. Zero would be how many Bitcoin are created each time. And like I said, here in 100 or 80 years, I'm sure we'll have that figured out by that time. So U.S. Senator Oh, we're gonna add this one in here. $1 million Bitcoin transfers show growing institutional activity, and this is where it's becoming mainstream, folks. Institutional investors in the U.S. are transferring large volumes of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies than their European and Asian counterparts on Chain Analysis from Chain Analysis said in a report on Thursday. It is an analysis of key trends in the North American crypto space. Chain Analysis found out professional investors continue to disproportionately favor Bitcoin over other cryptocurrencies. However, the trend was only just beginning, the firm noted. So, by the end of this year, institutions will get into it. They'll get the people that don't know just to invest, just like a lot of other investments that people just like, oh, here, put my money in here, make it work for me. I don't want to take the time to actually learn anything. You just do it for me, which is probably where we're headed anyway. So let me jot this down here so I know to make sure I put all the links that I need to put down in the description. Market wrap up, DeFi platform. Talked about that. What I want to do, where's this one? Where is my Bitcoin entering? There it is. Bitcoin under adoption looks to be gathering pace as its price rises amid coronavirus-induced rush for assets with safe haven appeal. The number of Bitcoin addresses holding at least $10 worth of cryptocurrency currently rose to a record high of 16.6 million, according to Dataspace. The number is now up to 14% from the previous peak of 14.5 million reached in January of 2018, soon after the cryptocurrency's all-time price high of 20,000. Essentially, there are now more addresses with a smaller balance than we've seen in the height of the previous bull market. The data suggests a new Bitcoin adoption cycle is brewing. Addresses grow is not a precise indicator of Bitcoin's use base because a single individual or entity can hold multiple addresses. This is true. I've got many. Adoption has gone up by 27% in 4.5 months since the major crash in mid-March. So, again, we got to see. It might be another little start for more Bitcoin adoption and more people understanding that this isn't going to go away anytime soon. So, we'll just enter into that. And I'm going to leave you on a note tonight of, because I know it's going to get adopted, it has to do with the U.S. Senate. So, the U.S. Senate confirmed Securities and Exchange Commission Commissioner Hastings Pierce for a second term in a voice vote on Thursday. The Senate Banking Committee cleared Pierce's nomination alongside the nomination of Caroline Crenshaw on Wednesday. Pierce took office in 2018 and was formally nominated for a second term in early June. Pierce's second term will expire in 2025. Pierce is likely to continue advancing policy goals that have drawn cheers from the crypto industry, including her advocacy for the approval of a Bitcoin ETF. Efforts to date have been stymied amid concerns about price manipulation and the lack of surveillance sharing agreements across major marketplaces. In February, Pierce wrote in a dissenting statement about the agency's rejection of the United States Bitcoin and Treasury Investment Trust. The Commission's approach to these Bitcoin exchange trading products is frustrating because it intervenes a stubborn Stodengus? Yeah, I can't pronounce that word. In the face of innovation. The same month, Pierce unveiled a safe harbor regulation. Yeah. My phone decided it was going to throw an ad up in front of me and screw me up. Good job, phone. Yeah, the same month, Pierce unveiled a safe harbor regulation proposal for startups and conduct token sales in exchange for giving token projects a 3-year period in which to develop their networks and pursue a path of decentralization. Such startups would be required to adhere to disclosure standards and SEC oversight. So at least they're given a chance, folks. They're starting to talk about it to actually do it, and obviously 3 years. It's not going to happen tomorrow. It's not going to happen in 2021, but here soon it will happen. So, what happened to Bitcoin while we were talking for the last 30 minutes? Well, didn't really go anywhere. It went sideways. Go figure. But anyway, folks, that's kind of a recap over what's going on. I know I haven't been posting much of these. I hope to start doing them at least once a week, either on Saturday, Sundays, or Mondays. Probably either going to be Saturday or Monday. But I'm going to keep people up to date kind of throughout the week, get more information on what I want to talk about, and go from there. But for what's going on now, I think I'm gonna bid you adieu.